Public notice records filed in Maryland Superior Court. Moorish American Consular Court, Maryland Territory. Court clerk. Filed. Empire State of Morocco 022 Sovereign. Empire State of Morocco 022 Sovereign lawyah Consul King Bar Affidavit 26 at 32 Maryland Territory. Empire State of Morocco 022 Sovereign lawyah Consul King Bar Affidavit 26 at 32 Maryland Territory. Ancient Moori Land. BYRON CALVIN RODGERS. BYRON Zahar Bay. Ancient Moroccan Empire Moorish Empire Foundation Document. Empire State of Morocco, United States for America, Moorish National Republic Federal Government, Sociedades Republicae Americanos, Moorish Divinant National Movement of the Earth. Northwest Maxima, Northwest Africa, North America, the North Gate, all adjoining islands, Temple of the Moon and Sun, the true and de jure natural peoples, heirs of the land, eyes, lamb. Universal Sovereigne Original Indigenous Moorish American Affidavit. Sovereigne Justice, lawyah, Consul, Esquire and King. BYRON CALVIN RODGERS. BYRON Zahar Bay. Justice, Vizier, Minister. American Bar Association Number 215 plus 98 plus 1361 Moorish American Consulate Number mac000000120 Bar. Noun, an Article 3 law court. A banquetar who has the authority to bind and loose, to affirm or deny, to grant or refuse, to accept or reject, to debt or make alive at law. All ris and stand and remain standing into perpetuity. This is a sovereign levincenti Article 3 Moorish American Moroccan Court Actioni. All ris and stand and remain standing into perpetuity. This is a sovereign levincenti Article 3 Moorish American Moroccan Court Action. I am sovereign levincenti Justice BYRON CALVIN RODGERS in capitis diminutio nolo, in redinc, in propria persona sui juris, in proprio solo, and in proprio heredes. My free chosen national appellation is BYRON Zahar Bay in capitis diminutio nolo, in redinc, in propria persona sui juris, in proprio solo, and in proprio heredes. I and all Moors are the original indigenous sovereign ancienti Moroccan Moorish American descendants of the great Pharaohs of Kemet and of the ancient Moabites and Canaanites. Our full faith and trust, our allegiance, our credit and our energy are hereby vested in ourselves, for we are the people who are the original indigenous natural divinity Empire State of Morocco and the de jure Moorish National Republic Federal Government. We are one God. We hereby exercise all sovereign rights at this time and at all points in time nunc pro tunc. Chapter XXIX Circle 7.
Chapter XXIX Circle 7 Magistrate and Subject 1. O thou, the favorite of heaven, whom the sons of men, thy equals, have agreed to raise to sovereignty power and set as a ruler over themselves. Consider the ends and importance of their trust, far more than the dignity and height of thy statione. 2. Thou art clothed in purple, and seated on a throne, the crown of majesty investeth thy temples, the scepter of power is placed in thy hand, but not for thyself were these ensigns given. Not meant for thine own, but the good of thy kingdom. 3. The glory of a king is the welfare of his people, his power and dominion rest on the hearts of his subjects. For the mind of a great prince is exalted with the grandeur of his situation, he evolveth high things, and searcheth for business worthy of his power. 5. He calleth together the wise men of his kingdom, he consulteth among them with freedom, and heareth the opinions of them all. 6. He looketh among his people with discernment, he discovereth the abilities of men, and employeth them according to their merits. 7. His magistrates are just, his ministers are wise, and the favorite of his bosom deceiveth him not. 8. He smileth on the arts, and they flourish, the sciences improve beneath the culture of his hand. 9. With the learned and ingenious he delighteth himself, he kindleth in their breasts emulation, and the glory of his kingdom is exalted by their labors. 10. The spirit of the merchant who extendeth his commerce, the skill of the farmer who enricheth his lands, the ingenuity of the artists, the improvements of the scholar. All these he honoureth with his favour, or rewardeth with his bounty. 11. He planteth new colonies, He buildeth strong ships, he openeth rivers for convenience, he formeth harbors for safety, his people abound in riches, and the strength of his kingdom increaseth. 12. He frameth his statutes with equity and wisdom, his subjects enjoy the fruits of their labor in security, and their happiness consists of the observance of the law. 13. He foundeth his judgments on the principle of mercy, but in the punishment of offenders, he is strict and impartial. 14. His ears are open to the complaints of his subjects, he restraineth the hands of their oppressors, and he delivereth them from their tyranny. 15. His people, therefore, look up to him as a father, with reverence and love, they consider him as the guardian of all they enjoy. 16. Their affection unto him begeteth in his breast a love of the public, the security of their happiness is the object of his care. 17. No murmurs against him arise in their hearts, the machinations of his enemies endanger not the state. 18. His subjects are faithful, and firm in his cause, they stand in his defense, as a wall of brass, the army of a tyrant flieth before them, as chaff before the wind. 19. Security and peace bless the dwelling of his people, and glory and strength encircle his throne forever. Isaiah 33:22 For the Lord gods are our judge, the Lord gods are our lawgiver, the Lord gods are our king. It is they who will save us. Judge, judicial, lawgiver, legislative, king, executive. Article 3 The Constitution for the United States 1789 and 1791 Section 1. The judicial power of the United States shall be vested in one Supreme Court, and in such inferior courts as the Congress may from time to time ordain and establish. The judges, both of the Supreme and inferior courts, shall hold their offices during good behavior, and shall, at stated times, receive for their services a compensation, which shall not be diminished during their continuance in office. Section 2. The judicial power shall extend to all cases in law and equity arising under this Constitution, the laws of the United States, and treaties made or which shall be made under their authority to all cases affecting ambassadors, other public ministers and consuls, to all cases of admiralty and maritime jurisdiction. To controversies to which the United States shall be a part, to controversies between two or more states, between a state and citizens of another state, between citizens of different states, between citizens of the same state claiming lands under grantees of different states, and between a state, or the citizens thereof, and foreign states, citizens, or subjects. In all cases affecting ambassadors, other public ministers and consuls, and those in which a state shall be part, the Supreme Court shall have original jurisdiction. In all the other cases before mentioned, the Supreme Court shall have appellate jurisdiction, both as to law and fact, with such exceptions, and under such regulations as the Congress shall make. The trial of all crimes, except in cases of impeachment, shall be by jury, and such trial shall be held in the state where the said crimes shall have been committed. But when not committed within any state, the trial shall be at such place or places as the Congress may by law have directed. Section 3. Treason against the United States shall consist only in levying war against them, or in adhering to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort. No person shall be convicted of treason unless on the testimony of two witnesses to the same overt act, or on confession in open court. The Congress shall have power to declare the punishment of treason, but no attainder of treason shall work corruption of blood, or forfeiture except during the life of the person attainted. And all sovereigne original indigenous natural divin Moorish Americans who are the sovereigne universal original indigenous nations and governments are the highest authority, and are the sovereigne executors, ministers, trustees, claimants, and beneficiaries for our own vast estate. All law is established and executed in gold-backed Moorish sovereigne dolarium, all land, all natural resources, and all commerce. Whereas we are the sovereigne peaceful highest jurisdiction for all matters, for all space and at all points in time. The Universal Sovereigne Original Indigenous Moorish American Consular Courts are the proper jurisdiction for the land, air, water, and universe. All systems at ancient dominions are subject to the living sovereignty ancient de Moorish National Republic Federal Government to include all banking and funds conveyance systems, stock exchange markets, commodities markets, all industrial systems and blockchain systems. All UFWIC are part and parcel UFR ancient gold-backed Universal Postal Union system. Whereas the sovereignty land gauge for our land ISS ancient English, ancient Phoenician, and Moorish Latin. All sovereignty nations and governments chosen land gauges shall be honored. The sovereignty living ancient zodiac Moorish American Constitution ISS in force. The living sovereignty American Constitution for the United States 1789 and 1791 is also in force. The Moorish American Universal Commerce Portals are hereby open for gold-backed exchange, trade and commerce. The American Provost Marshal has been notified. No ties to agent is no ties to principal. No ties to principal is no ties to agent nunc pro tunc. All sovereignty original indigenous ancient divni Moorish American autographs affirming this and all sovereignty original indigenous ancient empire state ob Morocco and the de jure. Moorish National Republic Federal Government documents are on the public record at America, ancient Morocco, Northwest Maxime, Northwest Africa, the North Gate, Turtle Island, Gaia, Midgardi, Earth. All sovereignty original indigenous ancient divni Moorish American autographs affirming this and all sovereignty original indigenous ancient empire state ob Morocco and the de jure. Moorish National Republic Federal Government documents are on the public record at America, ancient Morocco, Northwest Maxime, Northwest Africa, the North Gate, Turtle Island, Gaia, Midgardi, Earth. Chronos time immemorial into perpetuity ego sum BYRON CALVIN RODGERS Justice Vizier Mini Star in capitis diminutio nolo, in red ink. In propria persona sui juris in proprio solo in proprio heredes. No ties to agent is no ties to principal. No ties to principal is no ties to agent. Empire State of Morocco Moorish National Republic Federal Government Moorish American Consulate Maryland Quicum Caltigaverite. No ties to principal is no ties to agent. Empire State of Morocco Moorish National Republic Federal Government Moorish American Consulate Maryland Territory Ancient Muuri Land Universal. Quicum caltigaveritis super teramirunt ligata et ego in cielo et quicum xalvrethes super teramirunt saluta et in cielo amen, amen dico vobis. Quicum caligaveritis super teramirunt ligata et ego in cielo et quicum xalvrethes super teramirunt saluta et in cielo amen, amen dico vobis. Quicum caligaveritis super teramirunt ligata et ego in cielo et quicum xalvrethes super teramirunt saluta et in cielo shalawam. Islam.